So here is a little outline of today's agenda. So we're going to get some perspective from family members of people with ASD. And we're going to have a parent speak to you about some of their personal experiences. We're going to have you practice answering the kind of questions that you'll likely encounter. Some of them will not be new to most of you, I think, as experienced intake or direct support staff, but we're going to take you through that. We'll learn more about the York ASD, or the York Region Warm Transfer Protocol that was actually developed by the York Region Intake Network. So in preparation for this module, we organized a focus group consisting of some parents and some intake workers from various organizations and some individuals with ASD. And we wanted to get a sense of the issues and the key messages that each of those groups, each of those parties wanted to convey. So we're going to begin the morning by taking a look at some of those key messages from parents. And just get some of your feedback. So this was one. I may not be ready to hear what you are saying yet. Be patient with me. Keep trying. So what do you think this message is about? What's this parent saying to us? Anybody? Right. They want the help. Don't give up on me, even though I may be resistant right now, right? May not be ready to accept the diagnosis that they've received or accept the services that are there for them. Yeah. So you might be experiencing a family that is extreme, or a caller that's extremely negative when you're receiving those initial calls, and that's part of what that one's coming from. Okay. How about this one? Don't ask me what services I need. I don't know yet what I don't know about what I need. Complicated sentence. Or what my child needs, or about accessing the service system for that matter. It's a question we often do say, so what do you need help with, or what do you want? And people often don't know what they want yet, or what they should be asking for their child. Any thoughts about what this one is saying, or message behind it? Right, okay. So as a worker, you'd want to check to see what they've done already, if they've done anything yet. Yeah. Right. Rather than saying, what do you want? Yeah. Another thoughts? Yep. Right. That's what's frustrating, I think, for parents who say this, is that they're wanting you to tell them, as you say, but instead they're being asked, and they don't know the information themselves yet. Now, you'll have other parents who will know the information, especially the parents of this group. You'll find that they have already been online and gathered lots of information, and sometimes they come with more knowledge than you will have about ASD frequently. And so we'll be asking you very specific questions, which can also make it tricky for you to answer. Any other thoughts about this one? Yep.
I guess sometimes asking a parent what has been helpful from whatever they've gathered, because that sometimes will lead you into how do you continue the conversation, what direction you go in.
Right. What has been asking what's been helpful. And that's good if it's a family that's not making the call right after they receive the diagnosis from the doctor, right? Where they haven't started yet. But if they've been down the road a little. Okay, next one. Forgive me if I am demanding and upset. I am probably very stressed. I may be desperate for any kind of help. Can you comment on where you think this one comes from? Yeah. And we're, in our society, we're like that a lot, right? We get something wrong with us and we think there must be a pill. There must be something I can do that's going to help this and fix this and make it easier instantly. And it's a learning process to understand this is going to be a long road. Yeah. And when it's not that easy, people can get frustrated and angry. Yeah. Any other thoughts about where this might be coming from? Yeah, Sheena? Right. Right. So as a worker, not taking that anger and frustration personally. Right. And often families are desperate for any kind of help. One of the things that will frustrate them and anger them greatly is the fact that although there's lots of services out there, they all have long waiting lists. And they'll hear that this is available, but then hear, and that they should get started helping their child immediately, and then they'll hear that there's a 4-year wait list, or a 2-year, or a 5-year. So it's immensely frustrating. Okay. This was another one. It's a job for you, but it's life for me. Be respectful and listen. And don't pass me off to somebody else, but rather explain why you are making the connection. Comments? Yeah.
I think the top part is to always be respectful of that.
Right. So we need to be careful when we say, it's just a phone call. Couldn't you make this phone call? Their life is a lot different than your life on the phone at your office. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. So might have had previous experiences of disrespect. Well, perceived disrespect. Yeah. Not likely on purpose. And this one, learn about ASD and dual or multiple diagnoses. What do you think prompted this message from parents?
There's nothing more frustrating than trying to talk to somebody who wants to help you and then not understanding what the problem is to begin with. And I'm speaking as a parent of 5 children with ASD. So
5?
5, yes. So it gets very, very frustrating, especially when I'm speaking to educators or to other support workers that come into my home, and I try to explain to them why we need to do this, and they can't grasp why I have to do it that way, why we can't do it another way. If they just go learn, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Right. Yes, for sure. People not understanding ASD to begin with, ASD itself, and why certain things are necessary to be done in certain ways.